going to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast, where you got some battle scars, but you've come out on top in what was, I mean, it's only February, but in my eyes, what could potentially be, and probably will be, up for Fight of the Year in December. It must feel more satisfying coming off the end of a fight that is that good.
Yeah, obviously I'm going to have to watch it back because, like I say, I feel as though when I'm boxing, I feel as though I'm being lazy because I'm not forcing the pace and it's not non-stop all the way through, but I know it was a good fight. I can feel it on my face and my hands are killing, so, and just what everyone's saying, so yeah. And it's just good to, I was just on about to you there, nearly 2 years ago to the day where I had the setback. It's took me 2 years to get back to this position where I am now, and I've just come off a good win, and it's going to really kick off my 2023.
Obviously, I know that will make it sweeter. Actually, before we talk about tonight, we were talking about that literally a couple of seconds ago. 2 years. Does it feel like that long? Because obviously, in terms of what you want in them 2 years, you haven't done much, because I know you wanted a lot more. Now you're kind of at this moment and you can look back. I know it's obviously fresh. You've only just stepped out of the ring. Does it feel like 2 years? Because to me, it feels like yesterday, but I'm not the one in the ring.
It doesn't, it don't. I mean, last year we had a really bad year. Obviously, after the Lee Wood fight, it was just a case of, even though I wanted to get back in there with some good names and stuff like that, I wasn't in the right to do that. I had to get a couple of just quick wins, if you like to call it, but last year I had a really bad luck. I had 3 fights on the bounce, fall off within like 2-3 weeks. One of them were on the day before the weigh-in. Then I had the Ghaz and I had another one. And they all happened on the bounce, and it just thought, I'll be honest with you, I sat down with Sean and I didn't know what I was going to do with my career. I didn't know what we were going to do. And I fought out in October and I wasn't a good performance at all, but I wasn't motivated at all. And then just after that fight, Steve rang me and says, right, we've got the Ghaz fight again. And that was it then. I picked myself up, and I think they'll all tell you I really put it in for this camp, and just not struggling to make that 9 stone anymore. It's been a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah, well, you know, obviously the camp paid off tonight. I don't even know where to start about what happened in the ring. Good fight all in all. I suppose we'll start from front to back. I'll be honest, I did not expect after round 2 or 3 Ghaz to be there after round 4. Did he have a lot more balls than you expected?
Yeah, definitely. I think it was his fitness what got him through it.
I'll be honest, I thought he was gone after the second.
And I didn't feel there were massive shocks. I thought there were more glancing blows on top of his head, and he stuck in there and he ground it out and he's shown what he's about. I believe definitely he's going to come again, and I hope he does, because I know we had that weigh-in and stuff yesterday, but what a bang on. He's a great lad. All his family and his supporters and that have all been sound. And yeah, I hope he goes on and does big things.
But in terms of yourself, I suppose people can look at it and just see it as not pure power shots, but you're kind of putting more into the shots, and we know you punch hard. But I know there's a lot more technique to that. When someone's coming at you, and especially when they're kind of running on that second wind and they're coming at you with everything like he was for the last few rounds, what kind of technique and mindset goes into kind of that period where you'd have been fatigued, you'd have probably felt fucked at one point, but you're still throwing shots, still avoiding shots? What kind of technique and mindset goes into that period?
Yeah, obviously I came back after the 3rd round and I thought, I've got another 7 rounds of this. This is going to be a long night if I stick to do what I'm doing. He was physically bigger than it. He's a big lad at lightweight. He could probably move up and he'd be a lot better at that. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I forgot what I was saying.
Mate, Joe, you've just come out of an absolute war, so I'm probably asking you too many questions. One thing I will say is this sets you up for something massive. Again, you probably can't think about that now. You've got a lot to celebrate, but you know, 2023 going on, mate, it has to be something massive now. It can't not be something massive.
Yeah, and obviously we've got Izzy now. Hopefully we can work with him, with Steve, and they've got the backing and stuff to be able to put these fights on these sort of shows. Because how many times do you get a WBA on a small all show?
Did it feel like a small show? Because to me, it didn't. Sitting rings, it didn't.
And I'd just like to be able to get more tickets I only allowed 150 tickets, and you heard noise of them there. So let's get 300 Donny lads in there, and we'll lift it upside down.
I'm going to share something with you that might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife for saying completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.